We are all born in perfect harmony, body, mind, emotions. A child doesn't question this harmony, they live it. They move freely, they feel deeply, and they absorb the world with all their senses. But then something changes. When they enter the educational institution, this natural unity is fragmented. Their body is asked to be still, their emotions are asked to be on hold, their minds start working to recalling but not experiencing. They don't feel, they need to think, and so forgotten. And everything is become disconnected. If we speak about Ayurveda, which is one of the oldest sciences of life, it doesn't separate physical, emotional, and spiritual self. And the true intelligence, true well-being is possible only when everything is interconnected, when they're in natural harmony. But why education system has forgotten this ancient wisdom? We, as humans, we haven't changed. We're the same. But we forgot how to live a harmonious life. And the question actually is not why it is not an education or how to treat different illnesses which come along with this forgotten way. But the real question is who we become after following this fragmented way of living which education system introduces. So this is a very deep question because it relates to everyone. It's not about education. It's not about just losing the perfect way of learning, but it's about losing ourselves. And when a child is taught to ignore the feelings, they grow up into adults which struggle to understand their feelings. When the body is still for many years, we lose the natural intelligence of our body. And when the soul is out of education system, we become disconnected from the purpose. And what happens after this fragmentation? We just function, and we don't feel that we live our life fully. So many problems, they come from these fragmented lifestyles which education system introduced. And today we are going to talk about how to restore the balance between mind, body, and soul. Welcome to our HEStalks, and our topic today is Ayurveda and holistic learning, restoring the balance of body, mind, and soul. And today we have a very special guest, Dr. Vidu Bardwaj. She's an Ayurvedic doctor and a holistic nutritionist with more than 23 years of experience, and she helped many years from different countries following this holistic lifestyle, not only as doctor, but I mean, you will just explain what does it mean, healing in terms of Ayurveda. And welcome to our HEStalks. Thank you for joining us. And we have co-host Mr. Sri Kamal Mangal, founder of Anatmika Global Schools, a person who tries to bring education to this natural way, to bring back to this organic state. And Kanika, will you please just explain the format of interaction with our audience?
So I'm Kanika, and I'm part of the research and development team of Holistic Education System. The format for the live is 30 minutes of dialogue and discourse. It's an interactive session, so we welcome you to share your questions and participate actively. The session can be extended based on the questions. However, when you post your questions, please do put your name with the question as well.
So my question is, if we start our today's dialogue, what is balance in Ayurveda? Because we are talking about balance. First, what is balance and how to restore?
So, first of all, thank you very much, Kamal sir, Marina ma'am, for inviting me for this talk show. And I believe that this is the need of the hour what you are doing holistic promotions in India. Because during my travel, I always see that in abroad, in America, in Australia, the people have accepted the holistic education and the medical system very nicely and perfectly. But it is the tradition of India. And many Indians I see that they don't know about this holistic education system and the holistic healing. So I would like to explain a few things, what are the basics of Ayurveda and how it helps our body. So Ayurveda is the holistic treatments. It is a medical system from India which was created more than 5,000 years ago. So it was, I feel, when I went through the process of education of 6 years, then healing my patients all over the world, I saw that Ayurveda is a complete science according to me. Because it believes in the mind, body and soul equilibrium. It is not just about treatments. We don't, if a patient comes to us, we don't take it as a single body and we don't give the same treatment to everyone. For us, it is the different human type, different human body, and apart from that, we don't see it from the organ and the disease perspective. There are many surrounding things which are affecting the human body. So we take all the points into consideration. Well, Ayurveda, the base of Ayurveda is Vat, Pitta and Kapha. Many people have heard about it. But do you know what is Vat, Pitta and Kapha? They are the vital energies which are moving in the body. We read about the physiology, pathology, that okay, liver is there, spleen is there, pancreas are there, and they function. But how? How they function? There must be some connecting point between these things, so they are working. So Ayurveda is all about the vital energies flowing in the body, which are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. According to these three odd forces, all the physiological, psychological, emotional, pathological, all the functions are carried out in the body. So according to us, human being is not Mr. X or Mr. Y. We consider this that this person is having Vata energy prominent in the body, Pitta energy prominent in the body, or Kapha energy. So according to us, the medicines are different for everyone, and the treatments are also very different. All human beings are different.
That's amazing. And you see, this is I just always question why we lost it. Why there was this wisdom and why we don't follow, and take, you see, human being as a whole. In medicine, in education, why we split into functions and make them robots? Why we treat them not according to what we are? We are humans, right?
Well, to be honest, Ayurveda is a deep science. It is not a superficial shortcut to life.
Yeah.
And when we talk about the deep science, the parents should be well educated, the grandparents should be well educated, the whole generation should be well educated to impart that knowledge in the next generation to come, so that they understand the flow of energy is going on in the body. And in Ayurveda, very simple thing, it is like this: you are what you eat. If you listen from everyone just now. So whatever food we take, it is digested into the body, and we get energy from it, and the body functions. Okay, it looks as simple as that. But no, we consider that it is not only the human type what you are eating in the body, what energy is coming in, but food is again energy. The food in which state, the habits that you are accumulating, they are again energy. So all these circumstances which come around you, they form a real wellness into your body. We don't really treat in this Ayurveda, we don't really believe in the treatments, we believe in wellness also. Because we believe that wellness is important in health, and if wellness doesn't go accordingly, then you can come for the treatment, but they are short term. Miss, you have to go for ideal diet, you have to balance the energies, you have to go for ideal diet, you have to cure from the root, and then again you can enter into your routine lifestyle. But in the routine lifestyle, it should be towards wellness, not again towards the disease side. So you need to understand every part and every aspect of it.
My question, very simple. Let's say that, from the perspective of people who don't go into very depth of education, when you just think about, and we all went to schools, we know, if we are from point of view of physical body, right? Children, they come starting from 3 years of age, and they need to sit for several hours every day for 15 years, even more in college. Considering that body is still. No emotions, you should not express, you should not talk, nothing so forgotten. Who is speaking about just in the beginning of our life, then we form our lifestyle. So when our body grows, and all these systems, these energies, you see, they are blocked at each and every level. So can we link this type of, I would say, treatment, which in education system, to increasing illnesses, depressions, those kind of things which now we face? Because nowadays, even you, I don't know who can be considered healthy person. I mean, only someone who didn't go and had some tests. Any tests that you will find
some deficiency.
Something is
not at all. It is something you will find a B12 deficiency in a small kid.
Absolutely, yes.
So no healthy people come up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to tell you a very basic point in this. That whole body is formed by the food what we eat. Okay, and food we consider as energy. So how to define that what is a high energy food, what is a low energy food? So according to that, if we say that a food which is organic, which is with less chemicals, because totally zero chemical I think in India is not possible, but at least less chemicals, cleaned nicely, prepared at home, which is having all our traditional spices in it, because these traditional spices give a better absorption of food inside our body. So there should be emphasis amongst the parent and the kids that they have more of homemade food and the cheat day should be less. So this we consider as a prana high energy food. So when such type of food, okay, apart from the food habits, that it should be eaten in a calm atmosphere. You should sit down calmly, if possible take the prayers before eating the food to create a positive atmosphere while having the food, and have it, you have to chew it slowly, it should be slowly get absorbed in the body. So these are the basic points which every family should give to their kids and the next generation to get a better absorption of food. Now why I am talking about the better absorption of food? Because this food, what you will eat, it will be absorbed by the intestine. The nutrition will be absorbed by the intestine and it will nourish the brain cells. Now just now all have a problem that the kids are hyperactive. They are not able to concentrate, but what you are feeding them? What you are feeding the brain cells, if I want to say a scientific language, I will say my language, that food is energy. Oxygen you take is an energy. So what energy you are feeding? It is high energy or low energy. But if you want to understand in a normal point of view, so what type of food you are feeding your kids? So your brain cells are getting the same thing. They will have lack of concentration, they will have more anxiety, stress. Just know there are so many clinics that the people are not able to take the pressure of the exams. So don't feel it is just a mental state. The journey starts from the food what you have taken. Was it high energy? Was it locally produced? What was it was according to the season? We even believe that the climate around you, it affects the body. And our plants, what are growing in this environment, they are very similar. The plant cell and the human cell are very similar. So what thing is growing? Just like mangoes will come in summer, have it. But don't show your richness in eating mango in December, because that is not the season. It is highly full of chemicals and pesticides that you are feeding the body. So a high energy food, a high energy environment will always give a very perfect mind and body equilibrium. And in this way we can create wellness. And when wellness is prominent, but for this, all the parents, all the generations need to understand this, because then we will run to the shortcuts. That let's do a keto diet. Let's just avoid the junk food. But whatever the food you are taking, is it healthy? What you are taking at home? That also needs to be understood. So with that you can have with the high flow of energies inside your body.
Yeah, and I would like to ask Kamaldeen about so a little bit to connect to our education system. So
yes.
What do you feel that it needs to be improved, needs to be changed in education so that we can create that balanced environment where all, I would say here, bodies of human being, can be treated in a way so that we will restore this
The
balance.
education system runs by the belief systems. मरीना जी ने मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछा कि एजुकेशन में हम क्या चेंज करें, तो मैंने बिलीफ सिस्टम जो हमारा है आयुर्वेद के लिए ये लंबा इलाज है, जबकि मुझे लगता है कि आयुर्वेदिक लंबा नहीं सही इलाज है। एलोपैथिक में मेरी वाइफ डायबिटीज की दवाई देती है, तो वो उम्र भर के लिए ले रही है, 20 साल से ले रही है, और दवाई की क्वांटिटी बढ़ती जा रही है। हमें सोचना है कि आयुर्वेदिक एलोपैथी में मोस्टली जो इलाज है वो शॉर्ट नहीं है, लाइफ लॉन्ग है। तो लाइफ लॉन्ग से शॉर्ट, लाइफ लॉन्ग लंबा हुआ या जो 1 साल 2 साल का इलाज है वो लंबा हुआ, ये हम सब पहले को सोचना है, हम सब चीज़ें को जानना है, जिससे हमारा आयुर्वेदिक में विश्वास बढ़ेगा। अभी मेरे हार्ट में स्टेंट है, तो डॉक्टर ने कहा आपको लाइफ लॉन्ग दवाई लेनी पड़ेगी। इसके साइड इफेक्ट मैंने पढ़े तो मेरी मसल्स लॉस हुआ, फिर मैं आयुर्वेद के पास गया तो आयुर्वेद ने कहा नहीं, आप इस तरह काम कर सकते हैं और आपके खान पीन पे इस तरह ध्यान दे सकते हैं, जिससे मेरे काफ़ी बेनिफिट है मसल्स में। तो ये मेरा लाइव एग्जाम्पल है कि आयुर्वेदिक थोड़ा लंबा लगता है शुरू में, पर बाद में वो परमानेंट हो जाता है, जिससे बॉडी में साइड इफेक्ट भी नहीं होता।
हाँ कमल जी, मैं आपको इस पर कहना चाहती हूँ कि बेसिकली आप एजिंग भी है, आप 60 प्लस हैं, प्लस आपको हार्ट का प्रॉब्लम हुआ, आप डिजीज पार्ट से गए। पर मैं सबको ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि यहाँ पे वेलनेस पार्ट है, और वो वेलनेस ये है कि अगर हम हमारे फूड पे ध्यान दें, हम योगा जैसी एक्सरसाइजेस को इम्पार्ट करें, तो हम फूड को और ऑक्सीजन को लाइव एनर्जी कहते हैं। अगर ये लाइव एनर्जी हम अच्छी तरह से हमारे बॉडी में लेते हैं तो हम वेलनेस और फिट बॉडी को कर सकते हैं। जैसे आजकल हम सब बच्चों को इम्यूनिटी देना चाहते हैं कि स्ट्रॉन्ग इम्यूनिटी होनी चाहिए, स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉडी होना चाहिए, लेकिन उसके लिए मैं कहती हूँ कि आपके किचन में, आपके घर में वेलनेस पार्ट है, फूड को एज ए एनर्जी कंसिडर करो, योगा एक्सरसाइज जो करते हैं ऑक्सीजन को एज ए एनर्जी कंसिडर करो, तो आप बहुत अच्छी तरह से वेलनेस की तरफ जाएंगे। और इसी वेलनेस को लेते हुए अगर आप कोई ट्रीटमेंट कराने जाते हैं तो आपको कोई साइड इफेक्ट्स नहीं होंगे। सो आई विल से दैट आयुर्वेदा इज अ कंप्लीट साइंस व्हिच इज लुकिंग इनटू द वेलनेस एंड द ट्रीटमेंट बोथ पार्ट्स, and not taking into consideration that you do anything and explore all the side effects of it. उससे कभी भी आपको मसल लॉस नहीं होगा, कुछ भी नहीं होगा, उल्टा आपकी इम्यूनिटी बढ़ेगी अगर आप आयुर्वेदिक ट्रीटमेंट लेते हो। उसमें मैं आपको एक सिंपल एग्जांपल दूंगी कि आप सबको पता है कि जैसे हम गूसबेरी, आंवला, इट इज वेरी फेमस ग्लोबली, बहुत सारी ट्रीटमेंट्स में यूज होता है। अगर आप एसिडिटी की ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं आजकल जो सबको है, उसमें आंवला हम काफी यूज करते हैं। कोलेस्ट्रॉल के ट्रीटमेंट पे हम आंवला यूज करते हैं। But do you know it is a very strong antioxidant and immune booster? So we just don't cure the disease. We just take it to part that सामने patient का immunity बढ़ना चाहिए, immune system, digestive system बढ़ना चाहिए, and he should come out from the disease part. So like this, we try to cure the root. So one part is wellness that you can give to your kids, and all the kids can give to the next generation. And the other part is the treatment in which you are able to make strong the immune system, but not the side effects. इस तरह से हम एक completely इसके अंदर एंटर हो सकते हैं।
Do they have any questions?
So I have a question first of all. Because we're talking about long term, short term, and all that, we have observed major lifestyle changes from our grandparents to our generation, and we're all following trends. How can Ayurveda be made a trend?
Okay. So I would like to tell you that whatever the medical system is going on just now, it is based on the research. And what is going on just now globally, the changes going on everywhere. But Ayurveda is a traditional system which believes in wellness and treatment, both parts. So there can't be any trend in Ayurveda. But according to the body type, what I told you initially, that we are made of 3 energies, Vata, Pitta and Kapha energy. So when a person comes to us, we have to just see that which energy is getting disturbed. And according to that energy, we induce the changes in the food, we induce the changes in the medicine, and we give the treatment accordingly. So if you want to see that modern research from Ayurveda, it is not possible, because we are carrying all the authentic traditional things which were highly proven into the body. Yeah, the bodies have changed. According to the body, the Vata structure has changed. So according to that changed structure, we can apply the plant medicines in that. But we don't need to do any other major changes. that no trend to be changed in that. In fact, I see that just now people go on keto diet, vegan diet, all this diet. I say no need for all this thing. Take a well planned diet, which is food, which is full of energy. Food habits. Food habits, what I told that it should be freshly cooked and within 4 hours should be taken. It should not be frozen. It should not be canned. If such traditional food habits and food you will accept, then the wellness and the treatment becomes very easy. No need to explore any other trends in your body for your body. Everything traditional was good enough, and you can carry them on.
I would say what I want to add a little bit to shift our attention just from food to, I would say, different levels of human being, because body is body, and if we speak about Ayurveda, is not only about treatment, right? It's about lifestyles and the way how we, you see, organize even every day. It's not only about food, but it's about living, emotions, right? It's about soul, it's about spiritual dimension. So that how these things, and my question, perhaps I look forward to Gamalji, how these points, how these layers of life can be uh, restored in the education system.
Education system, we have to see that today in the world, very good university has come, very good schools so-called come. Even the problem of humanity is increasing. It means there is something wrong. So unless we not realize that education, in spite of all intention good, we are making it more and more good in willingness, but it's not solving the problem. So it is making the one side of the brain development of the skill of the theoretical skill increasing. On that we are producing lot of invention, but we are not living the what we learned. So this education system need to question first in ourselves what we want. We want divorce to be increased. We want drugs to be increased in the world. We want living relationship to be increased. We want society should be increased. Why? Because the happiness is not realized that happiness, every human being wants continuous happiness. So if we live in balanced life, that continuous happiness will be possible. So this insight when I got, now I wanted to question the education system, and I feel that this education system developed fear and greed in the mind of the student, and whole education system on the uh, greed and fear we are running. So that two component are also very harmful to the body even, and consciousness even, and they don't be happy. If I want happiness and I have fear and greed, I can't be happy. So this also we have to change the system, that this examination system is comparison comparative, not the child. We are getting the child's label they compare from self. We are now changing the how we can develop a system that every child can compare with themselves, not the others. That is the solution they can
So, here I would like to tell you one thing, Kamalji, that I told you that Ayurveda is all about mind, body, soul equilibrium. So, just now when we were discussing the food, we were mainly on the part how to make a healthy body. But now we are talking about a healthy mind, what you told happiness index. So, in Ayurveda, we always incorporate a few things that if the person is having anxiety, stress, anger, too much jealousy, or too much suppression of emotions in the mind, he won't be able to give a good performance in the studies. He won't be able to digest the food. It is vice versa. Not only the good food, though you are giving the best food, the most traditional food, everything. But if there are certain emotions in your mind that are stuck up, you won't be able to give performance in the studies. And for that, we consider the spiritual part, which is called the healing of the energies. And that is the part that we are telling about the sound healing, the yoga, because there we are not only acting on the body, we are acting on the mind. So when we are acting on the mind, giving it full oxygen to the brain and to the brain cells, So we are able to do a better absorption of positive emotions. And when the positive emotions come in your mind, your overall performance will change. If you are a kid, your study performance will change. So food is the base. But then what you are feeding your brain, that comes the second part. So when you feed good emotions to your brain with exercise and the positive atmosphere, happiness, a good social gathering, a happy social environment, that will give and uplift your child from the mental level. His performance on the education part, his grasping, his mind, his brain, his development of brain cells. Definitely, we give herbs like Brahmi Shankushpi that can help in the brain cells to develop more. But emotions also play their role. And when, if at all these things are not happening, then we believe in the chakra healing. We consider that your spine is having 7 important chakras, which are the full maximum energy points, and that energy points we activate by different sound therapies, stargazing, what is going on in your soul. That is, you are really working on a very high positive energy level, which, see, we are, what we have seen that like allopathy. You see, instantly tomorrow the disease is gone, we are habituated to instant result. But what things you are carrying out, it will give at an emotional level a very different level to the kids. Their clarity of mind, their emotional well-being, their decision power, their overall physical activity and physical energy. You are working on brain. You are working, giving good and positive energy to the brain and to the mind, but it will show impact on the body. So that is called Ayurveda, a mind, body, soul equilibrium, which acts on all the aspects of life and body.
We have another question from one of our viewers, Kushi. So she's asking that yes, we can understand at an intellectual level that Ayurveda is good, but current life is so fast that we either need to make Ayurveda easier to practice or we need to build the will in order to make ourselves go for these routines and long-winded solutions. So, what is the easier way for this generation and the coming generations to assimilate yogic practices?
See, it was like this, that we don't want to enter into a very big spiritual path. We want to make our mind and body, being a practical human being of 2025, we want our mind and body to be healthy enough so that we carry out all the activities of our life and we are successful. We don't want to enter much in the spiritual because the mind and body is active. Definitely, as a byproduct, you will get the spiritual awareness. It is a byproduct. So definitely Ayurveda is practical. Many practicals have come into the market and many things are going on. The diets are practical. So you were asking that what modifications need to be done. So the diets what were taken many years back, now the diets are different. But we will take into criteria healthy, organic, seasonal food. That we take into consideration. What is grown, which is seasonal and organic. On the basis of that, we prepare practical diets to the people. We give the practical, initially it was the herbal decoctions that we say as ukala that we give to the people, which were bitter. To be very honest, I'm practicing since more than 20 years in US and everywhere I have patients. They love herbal decoction. But yeah, for India I have tablets. And we give it in the tablet form, though I know that the decoction is much, much more better. It is just like an injection to the body. But it's okay, we have created such things. We have developed our cosmetic sections also, which are made from almond oil and cow ghee. So we are into modifications and giving easily accessible things to the people around us, but the base should never change. The base of Ayurveda, the basic herbs, the quality of the herbs, that should never change. Then only it can give a highly authentic results to the people. So we are making modifications.
Kamalji, my question is, you see, because I have many questions. The most important part, what is the purpose of our life, Kamalji? Why should we start asking this question in education? Because you see, healthy body is, yes, it's a part of our life. It should be. We should take care of that. But we need to understand what all this about.
It is very true that when we are not understanding the purpose of our life, we are running. And then one time it comes that we are depressed or we need different type of entertainments. If we are not clear. When I go with Vaishnavi or purpose is fixed, then we not need in the way entertainment. In our life, we have no purpose. We have no purpose, not say. We assume purpose is to build money, more money, more money, more facilities, more facilities. That is, after certain time, it give negative results. So, if we understood this very purpose of all being we are in the earth, which I understood, to first to understand who am I. आस्था ने हमें सिखाने की कोशिश की कि आत्मा है और आत्मा दिखाई है। अब जब मुझे मालूम पड़ा कि ये जीवन एक जो कॉन्शियसनेस एनर्जी और ये एनर्जी जो ईश्वर है उस तत्व से मुझे मिल रही है, जो मेरे में कल्पना शक्ति है और सोचने समझने शक्ति है, उस चीज को अगर मैं समझकर एजुकेशन ला पाए, तो जो हमारा प्रयत्न है कि एजुकेशन में ये चीज आ जाए, जिससे कि हम अपना एम ऑफ लाइफ समझ पाए, तो हम अच्छा ही करना चाहते हैं, हमारा इंटेंशन बहुत प्योर है, तो अच्छे को समझकर अच्छा करना शुरू हो जाए। इससे जो पर्पस है कि हम समझदार होकर संज्ञानशील बने, संवेदनशील हैं, हम दूसरों के लिए कुछ करना ही चाहते हैं, हर बच्चा करना चाहता है। पर अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमने बड़े आदमी की डेफिनेशन मान ली, जिसके पास रूप बढ़िया हो या धन बढ़िया हो, पद बढ़िया हो, तो हम उधर चल रहे हैं। हम सब सम्मान चाहते हैं, सम्मान व्यवहार से मिलता है। ये मैं जानता हूँ, आप भी जानते हैं, हम व्यवहार पर कितना ध्यान रखें उससे।
I noticed one very interesting thing. So it's almost like the intention to be good is the temple in the center, but we are going round and round. And what is this round? We absorb negative thoughts and energy, so then we are not following healthy diet. So then our thoughts are again going towards money and fear and greed and comfort, and then again negative absorption. So it's like this circle. So the intention, while being good, we're not able to really enter it. We're going round and round because of the kind of absorption we're taking through mind, food, body, food, lifestyle, and then as a result, the desire for bodily pleasures. That is such a vicious cycle.
But I feel so that some activities, what you have started is actually called holistic education. In that you are getting some activities like yoga, and you are like start gazing just now. Yesterday I saw that all the kids were over here. Then another that sound healing techniques and everything. So whatever this techniques, they are pathway for the clarity of mind, the clarity of emotions, emotion balance. You know, just now a 5-year kid and a 50-year person, both are suffering from this point, emotional balance. They don't know how to balance. So they are not able to absorb the positive part of life. Even I told, if you get everything perfect, but you don't know the balance, how to absorb the positive part. But all these pathways, what you are creating, it will definitely help a kid to enter into the clarity and the education part and everything. It will help them. They are byproducts.
What I observed while working with children, and also with parents as well, so you see, children, they absolutely, I would say, disconnected even from their bodies, starting from that very simple, I would say, obvious thing. They can't rule their body, they can't manage it, they don't understand. So the most important part which we need to introduce, starting from the beginning, is awareness on different levels. Body awareness. For example, you are doing kind of things. Why? What? I don't know. When I ask the question, why are you doing? What are you doing? First, what are you doing? They absolutely don't understand what they're doing.
It's hyperactive.
So emotional development. Emotional mindfulness. We need to understand how we feel. We need to connect our body with emotions and everything which is around us. This part is absolutely usually, it's not an education system. We started. We have every day this kind of mindfulness reflections on different levels. Then intellectual. Again, they don't know what we learn. I'm just present in the class. At least this is the all of it.
They're not concentrating.
But what are you learning? What is your past? What is your? Because you see, we need to understand this individualized approach. Everyone feels differently, thinks differently, moves differently. And then spiritual. Spirituality for me, it's not something related to religion.
Absolutely.
Spirituality is understanding, reflecting on your life as a path of developing as a whole being.
True.
So that you can be, I don't know, Buddhist, you can be Hindu, you can be a Christian. For me, it doesn't matter. Spirituality is something when you combine everything together. You can understand where am I emotionally, where am I as a body, where am I as I would say intellectually, how I move, how I progress or not progress. What is so this kind of self-reflection in the perspective of the whole life and connection with everyone, because you see, we are not separate beings. We are talking about the human as one whole being, but we are not separated. Our energies, they interact through everything. We need to understand humanity as a whole, I would say, that kind of interconnected body.
Yeah, either it is outside or internal. It is the whole energies which are flowing, and our mind should have so much clarity and balance that it attracts the positive part. When the kids are saying we don't understand, that is true. They don't have a balance. They don't have emotional balance. But this mindfulness, gratitude, sitting in a calm atmosphere, sitting with parents and eating the food the ideal way. These are the small steps. We think that anything big will happen. We pay millions of money and everything will happen. Immediately, everything will happen. A pitch perfect kid will be in front of me. No, it is a project. With the parents and the kids all have to do with attracting the positive energy. Otherwise, just in my medical practice, I have seen that the people are not responding to antibiotics because their body has become very different type of. Similarly, very soon the minds will become such. They won't respond to anything what is going on. They will be very upset. They will be suppressed, and they won't be able to express anything. Or either they will be very hyperactive. They don't know what to do. What is the purpose of life? They will be just searching. There will be extremes now that will come.
And we already, as educators, we can observe with children in the classes that even handicap children, they're increasing in number. And they how to organize this learning in an environment where everyone can develop.
Because such a hyperactive mind can't grasp the subject what you are teaching. Because the mind is roaming everywhere. They are not focused.
Yes, even if it's not hyperactive, whatever, it's just.
But these mindful activities will help. They will create fun.
You see, all children, because when we started these mindfulness activities and meditation sessions, all children were struggling, sitting in silence and closed eyes, even 4 or 5 minutes. Just imagine. It was such a struggle. They could not sit quietly without, they don't control their body. They cannot close their eyes. It means that they do not trust in the environment. They need open eyes because they're in that kind of, state, reactive. We need to react. So they can't, trust the surroundings. And they can't sit quietly because they need to interact. They can't focus on themselves. Their focus is outside them. And just even, for example, we gave them these home tasks. I gave them home tasks. Every day, sit quietly without moving with closed eyes, at least 10 minutes silence. You see, it's a huge task. And the progress comes gradually. Because it will not, we understood that quietly. No, unfortunately, no.
But it needs to be practiced. That food also plays an important role in the functioning of this brain. So the parents need to take care that it's a quality food with a good, not a quality food means it is a very high brand food, it is from US, it is something like that. No. Whatever you ate in your childhood, try to incorporate in your kids. That will always, and with that thing, it will be easy to digest and easy to give nutrition to the body. So the brain cells will get this, so they won't be hyperactive that much. So all the things, many factors which play a role.
Yes. So Guruji, what is
correct?
I have a question from another viewer, Kasha. So she's asking that while we do incorporate the practical aspects, mindfulness and yoga, diet not so much, it's discussed in class. Should Ayurveda be taught as a theoretical subject in school as well, number one? And number two, so would it be an addition, a complement or an alternative to the current biology or science that we're teaching? And if we're going to teach Ayurveda in schools, if we could, then how do you verify? Right?
Now let me tell you that Ayurveda is neither a home remedy. Ayurveda is neither a shortcut or course, or Ayurveda is not only just yoga and breathing. It is a complete medical system, which was a traditional system given from our Indian 5,000 years back. So that is not possible when you start Ayurvedas and everything over here. But yeah, you can define a wellness program based on Ayurveda, only one subject. And believe me, the way you are treating this mindfulness with your sound therapy and all other things, what you are combining, a single subject called wellness, it will make a very perfect next generation.
We have that.
Yeah, and it will make a very perfect next generation. So, and simple Ayurvedic tips that how to wake up in the morning, have lemon more in this lemon water, or simple tips. Amla is very good for health. Whatever you're doing naturally, how it gives treatment to your body. Because a kid's brain is grasping everything, and he will remember till 80 years. So whatever you incorporate, if the mama is bringing an American brand, he will tell to the kids, only have American brand, don't take up Indian. So it is the parents who have to say that these are the seasonal things. This is gooseberry, which our people used to take it as a normal treatment. So like this you can incorporate it.
Okay, so we need to finish our session. It was a little bit technically unpredictable, sorry for that. But I hope you enjoyed our discussion and you have thoughts afterwards. You can share your thoughts, ideas, suggestions. Now the time has come for challenge, HS challenge. It's something about, connecting to these small steps which we can do every day. Small steps every day which can help us to change the way how we live. So that any ideas, if you can just give our audience as a challenge to do every day to improve their lifestyles.
See, just now, all the kids, you ask a 5-year kid, he will say, I'm very much stressed. And if you ask a 50-year person, he will say, I'm very much stressed.
Yes.
But you know, the highest energy and the oxygen levels are in the morning. So if at all you are able to see the morning sun, you are able to do yoga or maybe just Surya Namaskar. 5 Surya Namaskar every day. And you are done for the day and you recharge your body and mind for the rest of the work. So start with incorporating yoga and one seasonal fruit in the morning, empty stomach. It can be an apple a day. Like everyone say, apple a day keeps doctor away. You can start with that. And just now pomegranate is also considered good. But start with one seasonal fruit, having in the morning empty stomach, and start incorporating yoga practices in the morning. That will be the best. It is for mind and body both.
But also parent too should do, not the children.
Yeah, I told. Yes, I told the same thing. That you see, you know, this parents, the parents are the role model. Whatever they will see the parents doing, they will do the same thing.
I am drinking tea. My son is drinking milk, but बड़ा होकर वो चाय पीता है. तो इसका मतलब जो देखता है वो सीखता है.
True.
तो हमें मॉडल भी देना कि हम भी फ्रूट खाएं.
तो उसके लिए जो वेलनेस सेशन है, आपको पेरेंट्स को भी अब इनवाइट करना शुरू करिए आप.
Yeah, right. We have this very interesting thing where children teach their parents.
True.
Have a creative discovery.
Yeah, true.
So thank you very much for being with us. Have a nice day.
Thank you.